CBS Sports HQ is built by the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Back here with Adam Breneman and Brad Crawford, here to talk winners and losers from Week 13. Adam, we'll start with you. Who is your biggest winner from Saturday?
My winner from Saturday is Billy Napier in Florida. I mean, you talk about flipping the narrative in a hurry at Florida. Billy Napier beats Ole Miss today in this Florida team, an Ole Miss team that was getting hot and looking like a playoff contender. In the last few weeks for Billy Napier, he has gotten the vote of confidence from his athletic director. He has his five-star quarterback, DJ Lagway, playing like one of the best in the SEC. And then he beats LSU, he beats Ole Miss for back-to-back rank wins at Florida. Florida's win total going into this season was 4.5. It looks like now they're going to get 7 with the toughest schedule in the country. And trust me now, Florida will be the destination for transfers this offseason, and everyone will be talking about Florida this offseason. I think Florida's a contender next season in the SEC.
Yeah, my big winner from Saturday is Tennessee, without a doubt. I mean, the two SEC teams just ahead of Tennessee in the playoff rankings, Alabama and Ole Miss, both lost against SEC competition. And what did Tennessee do? They beat UTEP 56-0. Nico had 4 touchdown passes. Vols played pretty well. So now Tennessee plays for a spot in the playoff next week in Nashville against Vanderbilt. Vols will be a heavy favorite in that game. Vandy lost to LSU. Probably going to finish 6-6. So Josh Heupel right now sitting a lot better here in Week 13 than he was last week after they had lost to Georgia.
All right, as for your biggest loser, Adam, who disappointed you the most in Week 13? It seems like pretty clear-cut across the board here.
Yeah, my biggest loser is the team that lost to Florida, Ole Miss, who, after beating Georgia, was looking like, I thought, one of the best teams in the country, really a hot team that could make a run at the national title, and then to lose against Florida the way they did. What we learned from this is that $15 million can buy you a roster in college football. It can't buy you a championship. You still need to put together a team that can win week in and win out, week out. And your quarterback has to play well. Jackson Dart did not play well today. Threw 3 interceptions in 1 minute. One did end up getting called back, but Ole Miss, 3 of 14 on third down, 0 for 3 in the red zone. That is not a winning formula, and because of it, Ole Miss is now out of the playoff conversation.
Yeah, speaking of the SEC, man, bad Alabama showed up today. And now Alabama's 8-3, and tell you what, 3 losses in Kalen DeBoer's first 11 games in Tuscaloosa is not going to sit well with the natives there. Bad loss today, Jalen Milroe, 3 interceptions, and couldn't stop the run. Bama could not block Oklahoma either, and this has not been a great Oklahoma defense throughout, but, man, give Brent Venables credit in the Sooners. Now going to bowl season as well with that 6 wins. So heck of a victory for Oklahoma, and probably a season-ending loss for Bama.
Yeah, I don't want to hear any boo-hoos and tears out of Tuscaloosa, because Nick Saban's first season was a winning season, was 7-6. They went to the Independence Bowl. Give Kalen DeBoer a little bit of some slack here. You know, I mean, he'll have another recruiting season. They weren't good away from Tuscaloosa, as you saw them go to Norman and lose. They got some things to clean up. Jalen Milroe was just uncharacteristically bad in this game. First time we ever saw him throw 3 interceptions in a game. He was in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy. He is no longer in the conversation anymore. Colorado two-way star Travis Hunter entered as the heavy favorite to win the Heisman, and he separated himself further from the field on this day. Hunter had 8 catches for 125 yards, 2 touchdowns in the loss to Kansas, his 6th 100-yard receiving game this season, tied for the most in a single season in Colorado history. Meantime, Boise State's Ashton Genty injured his ankle against Wyoming, still had 169 yards rushing and a touchdown, and becomes the first FBS player with 2,000 rushing yards in a season since 2019. Adam, you take a look at these 2 players, but where does the Heisman race stand right now? Because at this point, it is now 750 in favor of Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I used to be anti-Travis Hunter for the Heisman. I thought it was a quarterback award. I thought it was a guy that only played offense award. I changed my mind completely. Travis Hunter is the most dynamic and most impactful player in college football. What he's doing on both sides of the ball. Had 2 touchdowns today for Colorado on offense, had a pass deflection on defense. He's playing so many snaps, averaging 135 snaps a game. When I played 60 snaps in a game, I got pulled out of the game because it was too many. I mean, he's more than double playing that, what most players are playing in a game. It's incredibly impressive, and you think about it is once in a generation, once in a lifetime what we're seeing. Travis Hunter deserves to win the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, this is Travis Hunter's award to lose now at this point of the season. Have we ever had 2 finalists and not, 3 to 4 invited to New York? Because it's going to be a runaway. Travis Hunter will be the guy at the podium here in a couple of weeks in New York City, and rightfully so. As Adam mentioned, just averaging 138 to 140 snaps a game. Another huge game today with 2 trips to the end zone. So despite Colorado likely not winning the Big 12 after losing to Kansas, Travis Hunter has shown more than enough on the field this season to warrant college football's best player award.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him get into the playoff. That would have been something that I'd like to see. The executives would like to see, because that's must-see TV. I mean, it really is, and they need some help to get to the Big 12 title game. Not looking great for their odds, but Travis Hunter's odds pretty darn good to win the Heisman Trophy. Again, minus 750. Brad Crawford, Adam Breneman here on CBS Sports HQ. If Travis Hunter wins the Heisman Trophy, he'd become the second Colorado player to win the Heisman, the first defensive player to win the Heisman Trophy since Charles Woodson in 1997.